Remember the knowledge, I am only, and give up the rest. Staying in the I am, you will realize that it is unreal. Whatever has added on to the basic and fundamental knowledge, I am, has destroyed its purity. Drop aside everything added on and only remember the I am in all its purity. You have to really get after it, and for that, you have to reside in it, dwell on it at all times. In the process, you will realize that the I am is dependent and destructible, and hence unreal, for the real is independent and indestructible. Understand that the knowledge I am has dawned on you, and all are its manifestations. In this understanding, you realize you are not the I am. Has this knowledge I am come willingly to you? Was it volitional? In retrospect, it doesn't appear to be so. There was that moment, and you knew that you are, and thenceforth the feeling I am went on getting strengthened. I am so and so got embedded into you, and the rest of the activities of your life followed. From this, it is not conclusive that the I am has created your world, and not the other way around. This I am has dawned on you, and you stand apart from it, just as a witness, with no participation in any of its activities whatsoever. When this concept I am departs, there will be no memory left that I was and I had those experiences. The very memory will be erased. The knowledge I am is the very seed of memory, and all information functions through it. It forms the basis of the mind. It is bound to tire out, and hence there is sleep. Otherwise, you would die if you didn't sleep. But sleep is not the complete departure of the I am. It's only held in abeyance, and after sleep it gets refreshed and starts its activities again, maintaining the continuity. No wonder if your name is called aloud in sleep, you wake up and respond saying, "That's me." Physical death is the total departure of the I am, and nothing is retained. For the realized one, who has transcended the I am, memory, and the I am are available to him. He may or may not use them. They are not lodged in him anymore. Only the realized one can understand this state. With the arrival of the primary concept I am, time began. With its departure, time will end. You, the Absolute, are not the primary concept I am. The I am is the starter, the initiator, the very beginning of everything, including time. In fact, all measurement begins with the I am, and all measurement, including time, ends with its departure. It is the primary concept on which is built the entire mansion of other concepts. The knowledge I am and space have appeared simultaneously and spontaneously on you, the Absolute, who stands apart. When you know both the I am and the I am not, then you are the Absolute, which transcends both knowingness and not-knowingness. As you abide in the I am for a longer time, you shall also realize the state of I am not, or there will be a state of knowing and not knowing. Both these states are states of consciousness in its purity. They are the very beginnings of duality. The very arrival of the concept I am implies the I am not. Hidden in it, or knowing, has not knowing implied in it. They are opposites. They are pairs and always go together, and are impossible to separate. But you are the Absolute, which transcends both of them. You are a witness to both these states. They have only appeared on you. They never belonged to you and are illusory. Appearance and disappearance, birth and death, these are qualities of I am. They do not belong to you, the Absolute. Coming, appearance or birth, and going, disappearance or death, are qualities of the I am, the consciousness or the beingness which only apparently seem to have arisen on your true nature. You are the Absolute, and none of these qualities belong to you. In fact, they have never actually occurred, but only appear to be so. Out of nothingness, the I am, or beingness, has come. There is no individual. The knowledge I am, not the individual, has to go back to its source. It is very difficult to formulate any descriptions or words for the state prior to the I am or beingness. Some words that have been commonly used are nothingness, emptiness, fullness, void, eternity, totality, or even the absolute or Parabrahman. Whatever the word, the I am appears to have arisen on it, and it is sometimes called its source. The individual comes much later in the picture, and as you go back, it is the pure I am or beingness that remains. So, it is this knowledge I am that has to go back to its source. There is no question of a non existent individual anywhere. By meditating on the knowledge I am, it gradually settles down at its source and disappears. Then you are the Absolute. Your entire focus should be on the knowledge I am. Constantly, without break, keep meditating on it. When an object remains in focus for a prolonged period, there is a good chance it will disappear. That is bound to happen, as that is its opposite. From just being to non-being, from I am to I am not. When this happens, nothing remains anymore. Then you are the Absolute, silent, still, without any movement or experience. Go on to know the I am without words. You must be that and not deviate from it for even a moment, and then it will disappear. The knowledge I am to which you have come back is the very first one that appeared on you, and you came to know that you are. At that moment, you knew nothing about words or language. That sense of being was non-verbal. You will have to apply yourself to grasp that state again. You have lived that state. It was the period from when the I am arose till you were taught to communicate verbally using words. Come back to that state and do not deviate from there for even a moment. You have to relive that state. Only then will you understand it, and then it will disappear. With the dropping off of the primary experience, I am, all experiences will vanish, and only the Absolute remains. arising of the sense of being, or the non-verbal feeling I am, was your first or primary experience. Without this primary experience, none of the other experiences would have followed. You had to be before anything could be. But as your abidance in the I am becomes firm by your sadhana practice, a stage comes when the I am drops off, and with that, all experiences or memory will vanish, leaving you in your true absolute state. On your true state has arisen this subtle principle, I am, which is the cause of all mischief. No I am, no question of mischief. This subtle principle I am, which is subtler than the mind, has appeared on your true state. After it appeared, it remained in a pure state for some time, and then began the piling up of words, language, and concepts. The I am was now verbal and identified itself with body. You became so and so, living in this world as a person. Your mind developed and became a workshop of mischief. But the root cause was the I am. Now you have come back to that I am, the primary mischief monger. You meditate on it and realize its falseness, and it disappears. You have now transcended the I am. So, where is the question of any mischief? Whatever you try to become, that is not you. Before even the words I am were said, that is you. Just look at this mad pursuit that you have been indulging in, or have been conditioned to indulge in by society. I am so and so. I must become this, or I must become that. Ambition, status, name, fame, and what not. It's quite unnatural. You are trying to become what you are not. Even before you could say or feel the I am, you are. This feeling I am has appeared on your true state and is dependent, transient, and false. The identification of the I am with the body has completely tricked you, and now you are trapped. Understand all this and get out of it. The root habit is the I am, and it has arisen from the domain of the 5 elements and 3 qualities which are unreal. The I am is the essence of the five elements and three qualities that make up the body and mind, and all these are unreal. Why are they unreal? Because they are interdependent, constantly changing, and the real is not dependent and never changes. This essential knowledge, I am, has become a root habit with you and misled you into believing that you are a person with a body born in this world who will die one day. This root habit has got so deeply ingrained into you that it is very difficult to disbelieve it. Abide in the knowledge I am without identifying with the body. How did you function before the arrival of the knowledge I am? In order to understand this, you will have to go back again. Apply your mind and just try to recollect the moment when you came to know that you are. This occurred somewhere around the age of 3. But before that, you were still functioning without any problem from conception to the arrival of I am. What about things prior to conception? Have you ever given any thought to that? You had no requirements whatsoever. Even after the arrival of the I am, in its nascent non-verbal state, there were no problems. During that period of the word-free I am, you were not aware of the body at all. That is where you have to come back to and reside. The state of being, which is the message I am, without words, is common to all. Change begins only with the mind flow. That stage when the message I am had just arrived and was word free is common to all. Everybody goes through this period, the non-verbal state, only knowing that you are or I am. In this stage, there only exists the opposite. You are not or I am not. Your movements from I am to I am not or vice versa occur quite spontaneously with no volition at all. Changes begin as soon as you are taught words or language, and very soon the concepts take over. Your verbal life or the mind flow begins. Along with these come the 3 states of being awake, dreaming, or deep sleep. And you believe that you are the individual with a body and mind functioning in this world. Now, You meet the Guru and he tells you to rediscover this long lost, wordless, nascent I am. It is still there. You have to relive it. That is the sadhana, the practice. The belief in the I am as a body, as an individual, is the cause of all fear. In the absence of the I am, who is to fear what? This belief that I am so and so, with a mind and body, an individual living in this world and society, is the cause of all fear. Fears are many and diverse. There is fear of death, loss of wealth, loss of near and dear ones. Then there is fear of ill health, falling into disrepute, and the many, many small ones that occur and change from moment to moment. But for the one who has realized that the I am itself is false, and since all fears are based on the I am, there is no fear anymore. Quite obviously, if there is no individual, who is to fear what? Try to stabilize in the primary concept, I am, in order to lose that and be free from all other concepts. In understanding the unreality of the I am, you are totally free. You are in turmoil. You are in despair. You are afraid. And you are troubled with all this mess that you see around yourself. You seek freedom from all this. You meet the Guru in some form, either human or his words recorded in books, and he explains to you all about the I am and its implications. Once he has done that, it is now up to you to do as he says. Come down to the primary concept, I am. Abide in it and understand its unreality and be totally free. Always bear in mind that whatever the Guru says is from his own experience and not hearsay. Sitting quietly, being one with the knowledge I am, you will lose all concern with the world. Then the I am will also go, leaving you as the Absolute. You have gone so far away from the primary I am that you find it almost impossible to disentangle yourself from the conceptual jungle that you are trapped in. Most of us are so deeply enmeshed in this world that there is no time to even think of all this. Only those who are sensitive and observant or have faced a crisis in life realize the futility of it all. Thus begins the quest of your true identity and the meaning of life. The Guru's advice is very simple. First, you have to understand the I am as the primary concept and root of all the trouble. Then, you have to sit quietly and become one with the knowledge I am. As you do so, you will lose all concern with the world. Then, quite spontaneously, if you have been earnest in your abidance, the I am would drop off, leaving you free as the Absolute. Putting aside everything, stabilize in the I am. As you continue with this practice, in the process, you will transcend the I am. Just throw aside everything that does not go with the I am. Get yourself firmly established there. Again and again, repeatedly and tirelessly, you have to continue with the practice of getting stabilized in the I am. Then, at some moment, when the God I am is pleased with you, He will release His stranglehold and you will transcend and become the Absolute. The very core of this consciousness is the quality I am. There is no personality or individual there. Reside there and transcend it. The feeling that you are or I am is the very core of this consciousness and common to all. It is there at the core in its absolute purity, with no appendages or add-ons, and in that state there is no question of any individuality or personality. All your efforts should be directed towards coming to that pure state of I am and reside there only. If you do this with great sincerity and earnestness, you are bound to transcend the I am one day. So, understand the importance of earnest being. Worship the knowledge I am as God, as your Guru. The message I am is there. The mind flow is there. Stay in the I am and realize you are neither. You must not only understand the I am, but also realize its extreme importance. Everything is created by the I am. Worship it as God. It is the only means for your way out. So treat it like your guide or guru. To begin with, what do you have but the knowledge I am? Only without words. Later comes the verbal I am, your gathering of concepts, and thus begins the mind flow. Now reverse this mind flow, come to the verbal I am and go past it and stabilize in the non-verbal I am. In this process, you shall realize that you are none of these. Presently, you are sustaining the memory I am. You are not that I am. You are the absolute prior to that I am. For the continuance of your entire life, as an individual, you have to sustain the memory I am. And that is exactly what you are doing, although you may not be aware of it. Now that it has been pointed out to you by the Guru, come to the I am and see how it has duped you into believing something that you are not. You are not the I am, but much before it, the Absolute, something that you have always been and will always be. It has just slipped your mind. Grasp this true being and forget about everything else. You feel the I am due to 5 elements and 3 qualities. When they are gone, the I am goes, but you are still there. This feeling that you are or I am is due to the body-mind, which is a composite of the 5 elements and the 3 qualities. The body, along with the elements and the qualities, is perishable. Thus, you can see that all these, the I am, the elements, and the qualities, are interdependent and destructible. Judging from this criteria, how can all these be real? The truth or the real is never dependent, nor is it destructible, and that is what you are. The body, the elements, and the qualities may come and go, but you are there forever because you are none of these. Keep focused on the I am till you become a witness to it. Then you stand apart. You have reached the highest. For the moment, or for as long as you believe that you are the body-mind, you must continue with meditation. During meditation, just keep yourself focused on the I am, without words. As your sadhana practice ripens, you shall become a witness to the I am. The moment this happens, you stand apart from the I am, and this is the highest state you can reach. This knowledge, I am, has come out of the state prior to it, and now is the cause of all suffering. Before the I am came, you were happy, so go back. If you are sensitive and observant enough, you can very clearly discern that this knowledge, I am, has arisen on the state prior to it. This sense of being, knowing that you are, or I am, has just spontaneously appeared and has become the cause of all suffering. You have experienced those states like the period from conception to the appearance of I am, or in deep sleep where the I am lies dormant or is held in abeyance. During any of these states, was there any suffering or worry? The Guru has made all this clear to you and now tells you to go back and abide in the I am and transcend it forever and be happy. When you remain in the I am, you will realize everything else is useless, and then you are Parabrahman, the Absolute. Understanding the I am and abidance in it is the only sadhana practice that has to be done. As your sadhana matures, you become a witness to the I am and can very clearly see that it is false. In the process, you also see that everything has come out of the I am and is thus based on falsehood. So it automatically becomes useless. You are, or all along always were, the Parabrahman or the Absolute. How can anything ever be useful to the formless being? The one who abides in that principle by which he knows I am, knows all and does not require anything. The one who has transcended the I am is the Absolute. He knows the knowledge I am has only spontaneously appeared on him, is utterly false, and will spontaneously disappear. He knows the root or the seed very well, hence he knows all. The one abiding in his true self does not require anything at all. He is above needs and requirements. Just sit and know that you are the I am without words. Nothing else has to be done. Shortly, you will arrive to your natural absolute state. There is no escape from the sadhana practice. You have to really go after this knowledge, I am. In a sense, there is nothing physically to be done. Do you require effort to know you are? It is self-evident. The question is only to sit quietly and go back to the I am without words. If this is earnestly and correctly done, that is fully understanding the I am and all its implications. It wouldn't take you long to arrive to your natural absolute state. Erroneously, you have handed over this knowledge, I am, to the body and thereby reduced the limitless to the limited. Hence, you are afraid of dying. Just try to recollect the moment when you came to know that you are, or the knowledge I am appeared. Initially, in that nascent state, you only knew I am, and periodically you drifted into the state of I am not. This lasted for some time, and then parents, people, and environment around you began encroaching on the purity of your I am. You were made to wear the uniform or garb of so and so, and here began the whole error. The limitless was reduced to the limited, and you became an individual encased in a body. You were told that you had been born, and you inferred you would die one day. You love this I am, this beingness. You do not want to lose it at any cost, and hence the fear of death prevails. You have to realize that you are not the body or the knowledge I am. You, as the Absolute, are neither, nor do you require them. When the knowledge I am arose, you did not know what it was. It was just a feeling you are, absolutely non-verbal. You did not even know whether it was real or unreal. It was just there. When verbalization was thrust on you, you made the first mistake of believing the I am to be real. The second mistake, which was hammered into you, was to believe that you are a person born with a body and living in this world. That you would die one day, you inferred by seeing people around you die, and these beliefs grew stronger on seeing births and deaths occurring around you almost every day. What the Guru now tells you challenges all this. He tells you that you are neither the body nor the knowledge I am. He tells you that you are the formless, absolute, and you do not require either of them. Rather, you were never them. The Guru can say so, as that is his realization, and you have to have faith in his words.